Alrighty, so we're in the 2026 NFL Draft. The 49ers with the number one overall pick. Pick is in, and they select Tyler Burns, quarterback, Oregon. Baltimore Ravens, round 2. With the second overall pick. With the second overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Josh Wilkins, left tackle, Louisville. Now, it'll be interesting to see what the Tennessee Titans do here with the third overall pick in the draft. With the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Lamont Wise, quarterback, Ohio. That is a very good pick there, Gene. I really think that could work out for them. The Raiders, with the fourth pick in the draft, I really am curious to see what they'll do here with this pick. With the fourth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Craig Andrews, quarterback, Grambling State. That is a really good pick by the Raiders here, Joe. I think that could be really good if he develops into the person they're thinking. Cincinnati now has the fifth overall pick in the draft. Didn't have a good year. Well, the pick is in, Jeff. With the fifth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Matthew Keys, right tackle, Georgia. That is a solid pick by them. The New Orleans Saints are up next with the sixth overall pick. Finishing not so good. With the sixth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Kyle Garland, quarterback, Portland State. That's not a bad pick there, Jeff. I mean, New Orleans needs a quarterback they can. I mean, with every roster different now, because teams just decided to go crazy with trades. I mean, Tom Brady's still on the Bucs. Tom Brady came back out of retirement. I mean, you got Kirk Cousins and Baker Mayfield on one team in the not in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay moved to St. Louis. They're still the Buccaneers. And Tampa Bay, or not Tampa, still in the same division with the Saints. The Atlanta Falcons up with the seventh pick. It'll be interesting to see what these teams do here with these picks. Why is it sound playing? Well, the pick is in here, Gene. Let's see what the Falcons do here with the seventh overall pick in the draft. This will be interesting. With the seventh pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Trey Michaels, right outside linebacker, Georgia. That's actually a good pick there, Joe. Atlanta needs defense. It's lacked them ever since Super Bowl 51. They don't like to speak of. With the eighth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Joe Callahan, D tackle, Clemson. That's a good pick by Cleveland, or by New York right there. Alright, well, Cleveland just submitted their pick. With the ninth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select DeAndre Dyson, left guard, Michigan. That's a good pick by Cleveland. They need offensive linemen. Although I don't know how that's going to play well with the linemen they have there. I don't think they had an active free agency period, so this draft, they're going to need a studded draft. With the Bills up with the 10th pick, what had happened with Buffalo this year, I don't know, but we'll see if this draft can help them for next season. Having some issues here with the sound effects that you hear on screen. With the 10th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Evan Parker, right end, Pittsburgh. That's a good pick for Buffalo. Ever since Von Miller retiring a Buffalo Bill. Actually, no, he got traded to the Cowboys, and then then retired there. I haven't followed this man's career ever since he left Buffalo. But Philadelphia's pick is in with the 10th overall pick with the 11th pick in the draft. With the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Sidney Givens, right tackle, Ohio State. Sound effects are being messed with. But the Bears here up next with the 12th overall pick. We're only going with the first round here today. No, we're only going first 2 rounds. It'll be interesting to see what the Bears do. The pick is in. With the 12th pick in the 2026 draft, the Chicago Bears select Keith McLean, defensive tackle, Stanford. That's a good pick right there, Joe. It'll be interesting to see what the Panthers do with this pick. With the 13th pick. And the pick is in. Let's see what the Panthers decided to take. With the 14th overall pick in the 13th pick in the 2026 draft, the Carolina Panthers select D'Angelo Ward, cornerback, Colorado State. That's a good pick right there. Dallas up next with the 14th pick, and their time is, and they I think already have their pick in. Yes, they do. With the 14th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Devon Charles, wide receiver, Michigan. That's a good pick for the Cowboys. They need wide receiver help. That's something they always lack. Michigan usually does produce some good wide receivers and running backs and quarterbacks. Apparently, Tom Brady, who apparently doesn't want to retire. And the dude thinks he's 21 years old again, even though he's been in the league for 23 years. The Minnesota Vikings with the 15th pick. Looks like they didn't do well this year. And the pick is in, apparently. With the 15th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Ben Bishop, left outside linebacker, Washington. That's a good pick for the Vikings. I mean, their defense is always shot every year come postseason. You didn't see anything. The Indianapolis Colts up with the 16th overall pick, and it looks like the pick is in. Yeah, it is. With the 16th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Brian Pippen, middle linebacker, Missouri. We're only doing the first round here. Looks like the Broncos up next with the 17th pick. With the 17th pick in the 2026 draft, the Broncos select Sean Torrance, left outside linebacker, Texas A&M. Jags up next. With the 18th pick in the 2026 draft, the Jags select Dane Westerman, left guard, Texas Tech. Steelers up next. With the 19th pick in the draft, the Steelers select Cassius Dennard, left end, Oregon State. The Cardinals up next. With the 20th pick in the 2026 draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Dante Albert, wide receiver out of USC. Nice pick by the Cardinals. The Seattle Seahawks up next with the 21st pick. Here we go. With the 21st pick in the 2026 draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Kendall Bowen, strong safety, North Carolina. It's actually a good pick by the Seahawks. Here's the Patriots. It'll be interesting to see what they do here now, because I think they were eyeing Kendall Bowen, the strong safety out of North Carolina, but he was just taken by Seattle. So I don't know what New England's going to do now. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But the pick is in. Here we go. Let's listen. With the 22nd overall pick in the 2026 draft, the New England Patriots select Blake Wordstrom, right outside linebacker, West Virginia. Oh, so they actually were in planning for this, from what I'm told, by the... if Seattle were to take the safety they wanted. But they settled for the right outside linebacker, and the Miami Dolphins up next, and I think, well, yeah, we're told the pick is in. With the 23rd pick in the 2026 draft, Miami Dolphins have selected Enwerke Bankston, left outside linebacker, Clemson. Wow, a lot of Clemson players have been drafted today here, Gene. Why do I keep acting like a commentator? I'm just sounding stupid. Yeah, but that's content. Anyways, the Lions up next with the 24th pick. They did make the playoffs here. Sounds like the pick is in. With the 24th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Terrell Aldridge, cornerback, Florida State. It's actually a good pick by the Detroit Lions. The Packers up next. With the 25th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers have picked Sean Clausen, left tackle, UCLA. UCLA has produced some pretty good offensive linemen ever since joining the Big Ten back in 2025. So, with the Bears up next, the Bears actually did pretty good this year, or they traded up, or they traded down in picks. Sounds like the pick is in, though. With the 26th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select George Collins, middle linebacker, Miami, Florida. Actually, the Houston Texans up next with the 27th pick in the draft. With the 27th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Alan Ash, running back, USF. Okay, Houston, does lack running backs, so I see the logic in that pick with the Kansas City Chiefs. 28th overall pick, up next, right after this. Quick break in the draft. I know it's not really a break, but who's going to win? Don't cheat unless you're watching this game. Let me know who you think is going to win, or who you think won, if you were watching this after the game ends. But who do you think is going to win? Marquette. or the Michigan State Spartans? Go green. We'll get more into that later. But Kansas City Chiefs right up with the 28th pick, and the pick is in. With the 28th overall pick in the 2026 draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Forrest Winston, cornerback, LSU. It's actually a pretty good pick for the Chiefs. Washington is up next. The Commanders. The pick is in. With the 29th overall pick in the 2026 draft, the Washington Commanders select Zeke McCray, running back, Florida. It's actually not bad. And the New York Jets up next with the pick. When we come back. I hate the Wolverines. Why? They beat my Minnesota Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Hockey Championship for 2 years in a row. After this break, we'll be back to the draft.
Patrick's Day of your life. Meet old friends and new ones. Feast like family. Toast like royalty. To guys with beards and guys with James beards. Root for your favorite team in your favorite pub. Big red for the hell of it. Start a business for the love of it. Singing like no one's watching. Even louder than our bagpipers. Because life rewards the brave. And Guinness is for the bold. This St. Patrick's Day is for everyone.
Alright, and we are back when the Jets pick is in. With the 30th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Tyrone Allen, right tackle, Oregon. What a pick by the Jets. That's a steal. Hopefully he plays out to be good as his projected to be. Chargers pick is in already. With the 31st overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers have selected Maurice Garrad, cornerback, Stanford. Alright, and the Super Bowl champion LA Rams in 2025, who played the Los Angeles Chargers in 2026, have their pick in. With the 32nd overall pick in the 2026 draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Dwight Terronor, middle linebacker, West Virginia. And that'll do it for the draft. We're going to advance to the end of the draft. I had no pick in the first round. I think the team had 2.